everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the readings for the month of December, and I'm going to be reading for Taurus. Now before we start, Taurus, as promised in my little VT that I did a month ago, I'm going to be creating a encaustic art tarot card for you that I'm going to bring in at the end of the reading as a little extra to see what messages are around you for the month of December. So to start with, I'm going to get some base colour on this card, and I feel I want orange for you, Taurus, just to start to get some colour on the card for you. So I'm just going to put some orange on this iron and we'll apply it to the card, just so we get a coverage really to work off. What messages have we got for our lovely Taurians going in to the month of November? Just going to put a little bit more on there, guys, just to cover this a bit more. And what messages have we got for the lovely Taurians? Okay, so I'm just going to wipe this off the iron so then we can start to build up the actual image for you, Taurus. So let's have a look what I feel drawn to for you. Okay, we're going to have some blue. Let's put some blue on. Got this lovely magenta, which I absolutely adore. We'll have a little bit of yellow. Okay, and we'll have a little bit of green. We'll try that to start with. I'll just put a little bit of white on there as well. Let's have a look then. Messages please for the lovely Taurians for the month of December. Wow, and that has come out absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to put some added little touches on here. Love the colours of that one though, guys. Yep, that'll do me. So that is the card, Taurus, that I'm going to be incorporating at the end of this reading, and I'll be looking into there to get some extra messages at the end for you. So I'm just going to leave that to dry and I'll come back to that at the end of the video. So my lovelies, I'm back with you now because the card that I created earlier has dried. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, if you are new to my channel, these are my monthly reads, and I'll be reading for the lovely Taurus, and these readings are for the month of December, guys. And if you are new, as I was saying, what I tend to do on the monthly reads is I premeditate on the cards, because that then allows me to do my little bit of added poetry at the end, which ties up the reading. So without further ado, my lovelies, I am just going to move these out of the main frame to start with. Okay, and I'll come back to those at the end, and then I'm going to start with what card you need to be focusing on, my lovelies, as we come into the month of December. And the card that came out for you was self-love, Taurus. Okay, self-love, and that came out with metamorphosis and the card of golden palace. And again, if you're new to my channel, I tend to do a collective read as a general read, and then I also try and go back over the reading and look at it from a romantic point of view. So I'm going to go with the collective general read for Taurus to start with. So my lovely Taurians, as you come into December, I do feel that some of you are feeling a little bit wounded. The whole vibe for you over the last couple of months when I've been reading for Taurus, they've had this element of protecting themselves from being involved in any kind of serious relationship. I'm not saying that Taurians don't mix with people. You know, they are social butterflies. They enjoy engaging with people. But I do feel that as I'm going into December, again, it's going in with this vibe and reflecting of what's been going on with yourselves, Taurus, over the last couple of months. But there is a shift here. Going into December, there is a shift, and it's as though you've got the pruning shears out on yourself, basically. There's elements of your life, Taurus, that have overgrown, and you've just allowed things to overgrow as well. A case of there's certain elements in your life where you've just said to yourself, I'll leave that, I'll come back to that later on, I'll sort that out later on. Yeah, I know that needs looking at, I know my finances need looking at, but you know, I'll just tick along with it for now. But going into December, my lovelies, there's going to be a big change here with the new moon as well in the Golden Palace card itself, and having the metamorphosis. Okay, this is where the penny's dropped to you guys. The penny is going to really drop in December to say, you know what, I basically need to get my shit together. That's what I'm going to say. I really need to get my act together. I need to clear out what no longer serves me. But I do feel it's a change on yourself. It's putting the spotlight, guys, on yourself and addressing issues that I feel some of my Taurians have been dealing with, because you are a giving person, Taurus. You are very giving in nature with your personality, and you're always helping other people out. You will sacrifice your own time, and you know, you'll be there fixing things for people, okay? And it's eating, and it's over the last couple of months, it's ate away at your time, but you didn't mind, because as I said, I do feel there's quite a few Taurians out there who've got quite a big friendship, you know, families, a lot of connections, a lot of, like I say, you're very social. You will go out on an active basis. You could be involved in groups, you know, walking groups, or, you know, just very active really, and always busy, and knows how to have a good time. And like I say, you're not a shrinking violet, Taurus. You are no way a shrinking violet, but it's as though you've had a barrier up on the last couple of months. On the relationship side especially, you know, where you have had liaisons, you have had certain relationships, but again, it's this putting the barrier up, not letting that get any further. You know, you sort of put the brakes on a little bit, you'll sort of roll with it, you know, and you're having a laugh and a joke, and you know, and it's all happy. But then when it gets that little bit serious, when that, like, your little red flag pops up, it's like, whoa, you know, you get a bit of a wobble really, okay? You get a bit of a wobble, and as I said, over the last couple of months, if you haven't seen my previous readings, there's a little bit of self-sabotage, Taurus, with yourself. But this is changing. This is actually changing, my lovelies. So we've got the King of Water next, coming out with the Two of Fire. Now, the King of Water, powerful, okay? Because obviously, I feel here it's this is the tides changing, okay? This is the tides changing, and you are being shifted. Like I say, there's this massive shift I feel in December, and I honestly think, Taurus, that you are going to feel changes here, and you are going to be lifting yourself up from, like I've said, I feel like some of my Taurians have been quite on the depressive. They've been sort of closing themselves away, having just to deal with what they need to deal with, and then, as I said, you know, just this self-sabotage really, this self-sabotage vibe that I feel, I have felt with Taurus over the last couple of months. But the universe, you're being led out of that now. This transformation is coming in around you, okay? And you're going to feel more of a positive energy as well within yourself, okay? You'll be wanting to do more things, Taurus. You'll be wanting to participate a little bit more than you have been, you know, in the social scene as well, because over the last couple of months I do feel you have said no to certain things because you just haven't had the energy, or you haven't felt like you wanted to engage in the normal group activities, you know, that you have been. But no, my lovelies, that you're just going to get this wave of energy in December that's going to you know, guide you out and change what's been going on here with yourself. And again, It's to do with nurturing. Self-love's about nurturing. And as I said, on the general reading side of things, there has been aspects, as I've said, where your time has been taken up, being used in helping other people. It could be family members that have sort of lent on you a little bit. It could be friends, you know, where you've been a listening ear to somebody who may have split up in a relationship, and you've been there as a buddy, really, a friend, for them to use you as a sounding board. And you know, you're there. You don't not do your duty, as I would say, for your family and your friends, etc. But this is going to change. As I said, this is going to change in December. We've got the High Priestess of Spirit coming out with the risk, okay? Because this is you over the year. Because I always look at December, guys, as a reflection. You know, we get to December, and I always feel personally myself, you know, it's that, wow, I've got through another year with all the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations that we go through. But you know, you'll feel it, Taurus, coming into December, that you're on the edge of venturing onto something new. Okay? With the word risk on this, on the collective, I'm not taking so much of the wordage here on this side. That comes into more of a play on the romantic when I come back to cover that in a short while. But this is the imagery here, okay? The High Priestess of Spirit, this is all the thought patterns, the thought processes. This is the reflection time, guys, as I was saying. You're going to be sitting in December, absolutely going through everything that's gone happened to you in the last sort of previous 11 months. You know, there's people's faces in this card, okay? So you know, on the relationship side as well, there's people come in and gone out of your relationships. There's been changes within your work aspects, okay, colleagues and things like that. And it's just basically the High Priestess of Spirit card here is saying, yeah, you are going to be sitting and mulling over of all these things that have happened in the last 11 months. But you know, my lovelies, going in towards the end of December, this is a cut-off point. And that person's there is just waiting for the new year to come in as a new, brand new venture, brand new take on you. It's like it's letting go of the old at the end of December, guys. This is just like a sense of freedom of the lesson that you have learned in 2019, that going into 2020, you are going to be changing the whole outlook of your take on life, really. I just think it's been a big, massive learning curve for you in 2019, and you've realised that you have got to start looking after yourself, Taurus. You've got to start looking after yourself, and you've got to reflect back on what no longer serves you. And like I say, it's about getting this self-love element back to yourself. So then we have higher power, okay, and that came out with the fates, right? So there's opportunities definitely going to be coming in at the end of December. Some of you could even be embarking on meeting somebody totally new in the Christmas holiday period. And as I said, I feel the shift, as I mentioned at the start, for the whole collective of Taurus, the higher power card here. This is a realisation that the universe is working behind the scenes, okay? Especially with the Fates card. Things are being moved around for you, Taurus. You will feel it. Some of you are more in tuned. You will feel this shift, okay? And it's just a message to say here, you know, you can let go in 2019 at the end, knowing that you are going to be going into a higher vibration in 2020. And also know, my lovelies, that there is going to be some good opportunities coming in for my Taurians at the start of January. It's as though this signifies here, it's like towing the line, towing the dream and wishes line here, actually pulling down on the universe, saying, right, okay, they've dropped this line down to me. It's to look out for signs as well in January. I do feel for some of my Taurians in January, you know, because of this towing the wishes line, something is going to be manifesting in January. Now, this could be to do with an actual move for some of my Taurians, where they're actually going to be moving into a new property. And also it could be, it's opportunities. It's just a string of opportunities that are going to be coming in, I feel, sort of the second week in January. But it's all being manifested, guys, in December, okay? So just to be aware, and just, it's basically, she's focusing, okay, on this card. She's focusing on her dreams and wishes that they want manifesting. And this is what, you know, there is going to be a higher power here working with you, my lovely Taurians, going into December. So if we look back on for the romantic side of things then, okay, so I'm just going to scoot back along these cards, my lovelies, and we'll go from a romantic slant on it now. So the self-love here, as I said at the start as well, just recapping slightly, basically, on the romantic side here, you've got to start to open up more, because there's this barrier, as I've said, and you've put this barrier up because you don't feel, as I said, these warning flags on the romantic side. Yet you are a social butterfly, yet you do interact, yeah, you have had liaisons, guys, and you are in relationships, but it's like you get to a certain point and the red flag pops up and it thinks, you know, it's having this here as well, this fish with the spines on it. It's like you just go on this like red alert, thinking, oh, here we go, it's getting a bit too serious for me now. I don't know whether I can take it to the next stage, okay? It's and you are stopping that love from progressing. But as I said, it's transformation time, guys, because I do feel that there is, for some of my Taurians coming into December, there is a new relationship, and with the stag, okay, with the stag here coming out, then it's saying it's going to be a solid relationship, guys, something that you've been wanting for a while, but obviously, as I said here, you've put your defense mechanisms in, you know, with the spines coming out here on this fish, to ward off people who've wanted to get close to you, okay? People who've wanted to get close to you, Taurus, but it's like this, oh no, I can't possibly let the, you know, take it to a next stage. I'm comfortable at this level, okay? But I do feel there's a message here. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but I do feel that there are some Taurians, okay, going into December where a new love interest is strongly going to be coming in, and that's good in a way, because I do feel you do need a stronger partner, Taurus, some of you, to sort of put you in your place. And for some of you in December, this new love element is going to be coming in, and it is going to change your whole original red flag, your red flag and defense mechanism, Taurus, okay? It's whoever this person's coming in, this strong character who's coming in, is going to start to pull away your exterior. It's literally going to chip away at your hard shell that you put up to people, okay? When people get too close, they are actually going to get under your skin, Taurus. They are literally going to get under your skin, and it's going to then on the romantic side, with having the King of Water, it's an emotional, it's going to be an emotional experience for you to think, wow, you know, it's just going to totally consume you, okay? It's going to be an element, I'm going to say fire now here, because I've got all this fire element, I feel, because like the card symbolises somebody being taken out of a situation, and the situation, I feel, it's this this guarded don't get too close element, but you are going to be actually, you know, being swept away here and feel that passion, feel that burning, okay, and be guided knowing that this is something that you haven't felt before, Taurus, my lovelies. So with the High Priestess of Spirit then on the love side of things, this is going to blow your mind a little bit, okay? You're going to have this strong character coming in who is going to really get under your skin and chip away this hard exterior, this overgrown defense mechanism, okay, and think, well, hang on a minute, what's going on here? And it's their persona and everything about them. It's just going to be it's just going to completely wash over you, Taurus, like nothing else you've felt before. And it's just going to, in this case with the High Priestess of Spirit, but I feel more that the High Priestess of Spirit in the love side of things is this person, okay? Is this person who's coming in portraying as the strong, grounded character, and they are going to literally get in your head, Taurus. As I said, it's going to be something totally new to you on the romantic side. And then so here, this is where the risk word does come into the mix here on the relationship side, because again, you may just have that little pang, Taurus, of do I fall? Because you are going to get so consumed in this new relationship, and it's like, yeah, I am going to fall. I am going to go and with my gut feeling on this. And it's like you've met your soulmate. I just feel, Taurus, it's either a twin flame or a soulmate connection. And like I say, having the king here of water, it's just going to wash over you like you've never, ever, ever felt with a person in since you've had relationships with. And this is why, with the risk here, you know, for the first time ever in a relationship, you'd risk everything for this person. And this is why the higher power's coming in. This is why I feel it is a twin flame or soulmate connection for you, Taurus. With the Fates card as well, it's as though the universe here has been working behind the scenes to bring in, at the start of December, my lovelies, this strong new love relationship, okay? So that's not going to resonate with everybody, but for those that it does, just know, Taurus, this to expect it. I do feel towards the end of December really with the soulmate connection that's coming in, but they just know it's something that you will instantly hit you like a tidal wave, okay? That's what I want to say with the King of Water. It will just literally hit you and you'll think, oh my God, you know, and you'll risk it all for this person, okay? So it's lovely, Taurus, for those on the romantic side of things. But as I said, for the general, just for the general overall message for you lovelies, then it is going to be a complete metamorphosis, okay? A complete change for you. I do feel, as I said, on the general, you are going to feel the shift yourself, okay? And you are going to go in with a mindset going into the month of January as a new person, okay? You are literally have learnt so much in 2019, guys, when you start to reflect over what's gone on, and this brand new person with New Year's resolutions and everything else, okay, will be going into the month of January and the year of 2020. So now I just want to go through this affirmation card at the end, okay? So we've got Inspire Passion, okay? And that was the card where I was saying, where I felt like the fire. If I can just go back a second here, where the giraffe was here, okay? I felt on the relationship side, this was the fire. You're feeling the passion, the heat for the first time, guys. So we've got Inspire Passion. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. So as I said, it's new goals, as I said, new resolutions as you go through, and it is to say you've got to ignite, you've got to, it's just about igniting the self-love within you as well, because you have really, as I said, self-sabotaged yourself over the last 11 months, Taurus. Okay, so I am now going to read the art card that I did, and I treat these a bit like the tea leaf readings I did, because basically from the artwork that I created for you, I then look into this abstract art, what I created, and see what little messages I can pick up for you. Okay, so I'm just going to start to have a filter around, because this is the first time since I let it dry, so we can have a look for you. Now then, on the romantic side, and I don't want to point this out in like a tacky kind of way, but obviously there's a symbolisation here, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, okay, about male and female, okay, but as I said, Taurus, there's a thing about you where you haven't wanted to get too close on a sexual chemistry with somebody, okay? You've sort of, as I said, there has been liaisons. I'm not saying that there hasn't been, you know, you haven't had relationships sexually or whatever, but there's a point where you have put the blocks on, you know, when it's got to a point and you think, you know, there's some Taurians out there thinking, I don't just want sex with somebody. It's got to be a little bit more than that. And this card points out, okay, I've got the female side of it here, okay, and the block is here on the male part of it, okay. And as I said, you never know what you're going to get out on these pictures, but this is just saying here that you have blocked the sexuality part of getting close to somebody over the last couple of months, but to know that there is changes, and that's why it's funny enough, that's why the sexual elements come up in this card. Obviously when I was doing the encaustic art, it's just to say that that barrier is going to be it will fall because of this person that's around the Taurians, okay, that are going to meet in December. It might not be for all of you, and you still may, because obviously it coming up in the card here, there still may be a block for some of my Taurians who can't sort of can't go on to that next level of really committing on a sexual basis with somebody. I feel it, they want it from their side, okay, but on your side, you know, to you it's more than, I just feel it's some Taurians that are with somebody who you know, yeah, it could be great sex, I'm not saying it's, you know, and everything else, but some of my Taurians, in the back of their heads, they're thinking, I want more than just this. I'm worth more than just being used and abused, really. You know, friends with benefits type of scenario. So I'm going to leave that bit there. I'm going to turn the card round and we'll have a look what else we've got in the card for you, my lovelies. I did see some initials scribed in here. Just go back to here. Right, okay, it was up here somewhere, and I had the name Matt, M-A-T-T. Now that's obviously short for Matthew. Now that could be coming through as a spiritual link for some of my Taurians around December who may have lost somebody with the name of Matthew. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that out into the reading. We also have in here, let's have a quick look what we've got else. Like I say, they're a bit like the tea leaves. This is not, I'll just have to, okay, have a look in. Right, down here, okay, it's just saying there's, at the end of December, something financially is going to be wrapped up for some of my Taurians. It's like legalities here, because it's like paperwork that's being folded back. Okay, so I do feel that if some of my Taurians are waiting for some papers to be signed off, or some things to be come to an end legally, know that that's all going to be wrapped up and done with by the end of December. Okay, you'll be able to put that to bed. That's what I want to say. So I do feel there's a good resolution there on the legality side of paperwork. It's just rolling back. Okay, but it could mean as well, on the other side, because of the rollback, some of my Taurians may have it might roll into January, just the start of January before it's finally completed. But just to know that it's nearly wrapped up, guys. That is to do with the legality part there. Okay, so I've got that there. Let's just have a look what else we've got going on for your Taurus. Right, okay. Right, okay. I'm picking up here in the card, there's a friend around some of my Taurians in December who I feel may have lost somebody quite close to them. They're a close friend to you, Taurus, and you'll be sort of supporting them a little bit, because obviously losing somebody, okay, the grief and the upset from that they are going to be sort of isolating themselves a little bit. It's just to say, just be careful where you tread there, because obviously we need to respect people's time, you know, to get over any loss of anybody, okay? But it's just to say that just be mindful, really, that you know, just make sure you do send them the odd text message, you know, but not overkill, because obviously just respect that they need their little time away. But I do feel that, you know, because you are close to them, okay, I'm just picking up, it's a very close friend who's either lost a parent just before Christmas and it's really knocked them sideways, but you'll be like a sounding board for them, okay? But just to say, you know, don't worry too much. You know, you are going to worry about their depressive state, I think, but it's just saying allow them the time, okay? Just keep the odd text message or phone call or whatever, but just respect. It's just about respecting their time, okay? Again, that's not going to resonate with everybody, but I just have to read, guys, as I do with the tea leaves, of what's being said in these cards, okay? So just have a turn around. Okay. Right. And I see down here, okay, I've got 3 people here, okay, as though they're going to, and it looks like, I'm going to say this is going to be around New Year's Eve, because I just see people dressed up here in lovely like long dresses, just going into a party environment. Now then, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but it's a warning for somebody, okay? And I'm picking up a female who's going with a friend to an event, and a close friend at that. But it's not. This is not going to resonate with everybody. But I need to bring this to somebody's attention. There's a Taurus here who's got a girlfriend, friend, okay, very close. But just know they're not a true friend. I do feel there's a little bit of this friend of yours has been going behind your back and seeing your boyfriend or partner, okay? Now that's a big wow statement for me to come out from this card, but this is what I'm getting, and this is the messages that I'm getting, okay? I've got 3 people here who are in a party environment, okay, whether that's New Year's Eve, but I just see somewhere where there's one person got quite a long dress on, they've got like proper cocktail dresses on, okay. Got 2 females and a male, okay, and it's the one female that I'm getting the message of being going behind their friend's back, actually making a play for their boyfriend, or do you know what I mean? Or it could be somebody, these two girls going, or it could be even two boys, you know what I mean? And this one person is sort of in a relationship, or they could be got their sights on somebody, and it's a case of their best friend has got in there first, or if you're already in the relationship, has been a bit underhanded and being a bit too flirty, you know, and you're thinking, and this Taurian's going to be thinking, hang on a minute, what the hell's going on here? You know, I'm supposed to be with them, or I'm supposed to be attracted to them, and my best mate's wading in. Do you know what I mean? So I've got that in this card as well, my lovelies. So yeah, just going to turn it round one more time just to make sure. Okay, right, and here in the card I've got a message of a health issue being highlighted in the month of December. There's going to be a heart scare with somebody. I'm not saying it's directly you, Taurus. It could be a member of your family where they've had this, there's going to be a sort of a heart scare around somebody. Again, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but obviously I just read what I'm given, guys. So that's what I get out the encaustic art that I did. Now what I'm going to do is read my little bit of savant poetry for you. So yeah, I'm going to read now what I've written about all of these cards that I've pulled out for you today, Taurus. So we have my little few words now of, as the year draws to an end, be proud of all you've achieved, for it hasn't been an easy year, trying to hide the heart on your sleeve, in fear of letting anyone close, has left you cold within. So as 2019 comes to a close, you have to begin to step out the shadows, stand in your own light, take the risk, a leap of faith, knowing there's no need to fight. The universe is here to help you. No, it isn't too late. As you step into 2020, expect new opportunities brought in by fate. Because yeah, my lovelies, the universe has got your back, and it is working behind the scenes, and the fates have got quite a lot in store for you, my lovelies, coming into 2020. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just finish off this reading with pulling out a charm for you, my lovelies. Okay, so I'm just going to, if like I say, if you're new to my channel, I've got quite a lot of charms in here, and it's just a nice little element, and I just want to give these a little shake. So yeah, I'm not going to sing. I did sing on a few of the other ones of jingle bells, jingle. Oh, sorry, I said I wasn't going to do it when I thought. So yeah, my lovely Taurians, let's have a look what we've got for you. Let's give it a little shake around, and we'll have a look what charm we've got for yourself. Oh, I always look at this charm, even though it's a sunflower seed, okay, a sunflower head. I look at it as the sun itself, okay, and there is going to be sunnier times then for both sides here, the general and the love side. And I also feel it's like new seeds being blown into the wind as well. So as we go into the end of December, these are little seeds that are being planted by the universe, my lovelies, okay? And as we go into 2020, there's nicer, happier events, a nicer outlook completely. And I do feel 2020, Taurus, is going to be a far better year for you than it has been in 2019. So that couldn't have been a nicer little charm to pull out at the end of the reading for you guys. So my lovely Taurians, first of all, I want to thank everybody who's subscribed to my channel so far, because I've only been going since the end of June. I hope we can grow as we go into 2020, because I am quite excited for the new year myself. I hope you have a fabulous Christmas and stay positive for the new year, my lovelies. And I will look forward to seeing you in 2020. Take care then. Bye.